All right, in this video, I'm going over the importance of conversion tracking and making sure that when you are running paid advertising, that all of the events or conversions are getting fully tracked, right? So there's a couple things, and it works for both Google and Meta, right? So let's just start with Google first. So to set up conversion tracking, you will need either Google Analytics or Google Tag Manager, and make sure that's set up on your website for every event that you do, right? And for most of you, that will be a lead, a phone number, or even a booking, right? So it's super important that you make sure that a lead form submitted is tracked through Google Ads. And again, you have to use Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager to then integrate to your website so that you can track that tag or event in Google Analytics through Google Ads, so you know that it was a Google Ads conversion, and SEO or Meta can't claim that lead, essentially, right? You want to do the same for phone number clicks, right? So if someone calls your phone on your website and you have the button that allows them to click it, you want to make sure that is tracked through Google Ads, and it didn't just come from SEO or a referral or a direct link. You know, it for sure came from Google Ads, which most people running profitable ads are doing. But what I'm finding recently after speaking with lots of clients and potential clients is no one is tracking their booking software, right? So for healthcare, this would be HealthEngine, HotDoc, Cliniko. For other businesses, they use Calendly and all those other ones. Now, our philosophy here at Odin, we maximize for profit, right? Meaning leads, views, clicks, comments, that doesn't mean anything. We only care about profit. And usually, as you look at a funnel, the more you maximize towards the bottom of the funnel, let's say a click is top of funnel, and then a lead is middle of funnel, and then a booking is bottom of funnel. The more you can optimize for bookings, the more profit you're going to make, because you're going to get more business and make more money, right? So when you don't track bookings, essentially, you're only optimizing for leads, like that means anything. Like, you guys can probably recall that you can call lots of leads and none of them answer the phone, or none of them ever get to you or ever make any booking or never pay you any money, right? So there's two reasons for this. There's two issues. The first issue is we don't actually know where it's coming, right? If we're not tracking that booking. We don't know where the lead has come from or the booking has come from, and we can't claim that it went from Google Ads. So we actually don't know if the Google Ads is working or not, right? Because it might just all have been through organic. It might just all have been through SEO. Maybe it was a newspaper ad that you had a QR code to your website, whatever it is. You don't know that for sure. So you need clarity on your data. That's the first issue. The second issue is the way Google Ads actually work, right? It's very similar to Meta, which I'll go through in a sec. But with Google Ads, if you make your primary conversion goal bookings, like direct bookings, then Google will optimize your ad and show your ad to people who are more likely to book, because Google is a trillion-dollar company. It's in their best interest to get you great results on Google Ads so you can keep spending money on there so that they can make more money, right? So they want you to optimize for conversions. And in this case would be bookings, right? So, it's super important that you have that tracked, because if you're going for leads, or if you don't have any tracking, let's say, then Google is just showing you to anyone who will ever click any link ever, right? Internally, we call them serial clickers. You don't want serial clickers clicking your ad and you having to pay per click. You want people who are more likely to book, at the best case scenario, but at least be a lead or a phone call. People who are more likely to make that. So yeah, that's in terms of Google. It's the same premise with Meta. So you want to make sure that the Meta pixel is set up on your website. Again, for phone button clicks, for lead forms, and for bookings as well. So you want to set up the Meta pixel on the integration. Again, for healthcare, Cliniko, HotDoc, HealthEngine, they all have native integrations with Meta and Google, right? And you want to make sure that every event is tracked properly. Exact same reason. First issue is you don't know. You can't claim if Meta ads are working or not in terms of profit to your business, right? Like, yeah, you can look at views and clicks and stuff if you care about that, but we're all trying to make profit, right? So when the Meta pixel isn't tracked for leads and phone numbers, you can't claim that the Meta ads are doing it well, right? So there's a clarity issue on the data, and you want to make sure that, to make good decisions on the ad account and if you should spend more money or completely get rid of Meta or test out new ads, you need that data. And the first step is by having that tracked, right? And again, the second issue is the way the MetaPixel optimizes your ads is it's looking for more people who are more likely to do that event. Bookings, lead forms, phone calls. You want to make sure that's all fully tracked because, again, you can get heaps of people clicking your ad. Yeah, it's good for brand awareness, which you can argue is like a long-term benefit, but you want business now and you want sales now and you want money now, you need to make sure that it is tracked now, right? So again, you can track leads and phone call clicks, that's fine. But if bookings, direct bookings that is, and you can argue that you get leads first and then you have to call them up and then book them. But if you want to optimize for money and profit, most of the time you want to optimize for direct bookings. So it's super important that you have that tracked. Right? I'm sick and tired of hopping on calls with people who want a marketing audit from me, and I'm asking them for the data, as in like how many bookings they're getting, how much money are they getting from those bookings? Are these bookings high quality leads who will keep coming to your business, month on month, or will they just come once and never see you again? Right? No one has this data because no one tracks it properly. So it's super important that you have it properly. Anyway, that's my rant about conversion tracking and making sure that you have clarity on your data. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.